Where we begin tonight. Governor Greg Abbott igniting controversy after saying he will pardon Sergeant Daniel Perry as soon as the paperwork hits his desk. A jury found Perry guilty of murder on Friday for the shooting death of Garrett Foster of Plano during a Black Lives Matter protest in 2020. Perry was working for Uber in downtown Austin when he drove into a crowd of protesters. Perry claims Foster raised an AK-47 at him and he felt threatened. Perry shot Foster 5 times from the window of his car and drove away. Prosecutors said Perry had posted anti-protester sentiments on social media and instigated the violence by turning his car into the demonstration. Now, a judge has not sentenced Perry yet, and the Pardon and Parole Board will have to review the case before recommending a pardon to the governor. WFAA's Sydney Persing joins us now. And Sydney, I know you have more on why the governor is taking action now, plus new reaction from Foster's fiance.
Well, Morgan, it's not yet clear what specific evidence Abbott based his position on. He wasn't in the courtroom. The trial wasn't broadcast, but in his statement, the Republican governor twice made mention of the Democratic district attorney who brought the case.
Guilty of the offense of murder.
After 12 Texans found Daniel Perry guilty of murder, one man, Governor Greg Abbott, promised he'd pardon him.
It's unheard of. It's never happened before.
Attorney Adam Lowy called Abbott's announcement unprecedented. The governor said he'd pardon Perry, provided the board recommends it, just one day after a jury found him guilty of murdering Garrett Foster of Plano. Abbott suggesting on Twitter the shooting fell under stand your ground laws.
What Governor Abbott has proposed is unheard of in the history of Texas law.
Attorney Rick Kofer told me pardons take time, years, decades. Perry hasn't even been sentenced yet. An appeals process hasn't even begun. But Lowy said this isn't about the law. It's about politics.
People have to recognize this is a political issue. This is a political turf war between Jose Garza, the district attorney, and the governor and the legislature.
In his statement, Abbott said laws of self-defense cannot be nullified by a jury or a progressive district attorney.
The district attorney does not pick the jury.
But these attorneys said there's no indication the trial jury was impartial. Lowy adding he worries about the message Abbott's move sends to jurors.
Because if you're being called to serve on a jury when you think the governor is going to pardon the defendant no matter what, why even bother to show up?
Meanwhile, Foster's fiance, Whitney Mitchell of Richardson, is prepping for the potential of a pardon.
I don't agree with this pardon, and I just want justice for Garrett.
Both attorneys said it's likely the board will recommend a pardon as its members are appointed by the governor. In Dallas, I'm Sydney Persing.
And just for context, our partners at the Texas Tribune report Governor Abbott granted 2 pardons last year, 8 in 2021 and 7 the year before. But all of those involved lower level offenses, things like theft, stealing a car, and credit card abuse.